So I've got this video coming up here in a moment where I was channeling the consciousness of some of the humpback whales on the island of Maui in Hawaii. And it was an afternoon, went out on a whale watch boat, a private whale watch boat with a friend of mine, and also with the Whale Whisperer. And 5 times the Whale Whisperer connected to the whales under the surface of the ocean. They were not jumping on the surface. So other whale watch boat tours that are out on the surface, they didn't know the whales were where we were. Most all of the other whale watch boats, they will look for where the whales are jumping on the surface, and then they kind of move really close to where the whale's jumping. Sometimes you get 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of these whale watch boats surrounding where they see there's 1 or 2 whales, maybe a pod of whales splashing on the surface. So this instance with my friends, the one who's the captain of the boat and the other one who was the Whale Whisperer, he would say, yeah, slow down. Yeah, okay, they're here. Okay, stop the boat. So we would put on our fins and our mask and our snorkels. We would get in the water and we would swim off from the boat a ways. And then there they were. Like in this kind of like this vertical position, just floating. About 20 to 30 feet below the surface with their heads pointing to the surface and their tails pointing down to the bottom of the ocean. They would just, sometimes there was just 1, and a few times there was 3, and another time there was a couple of them that swam around the 3 that were just positioned like this. They would be there for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then they would just swim off. So then we would get back in the boat. We'd move around again on the surface of the ocean. And the Whale Whisperer, then he would say, yes, okay, slow down. Yes, stop. This is, okay, let's get in the water. I sense them here. And we'd get out, same thing, put the mask and fins, snorkel on, swim off. And there they were. Under the surface. None of the other whale watch boats were around. There's no sign on the surface of the whales. So now, the 5th time that my friend, the Whale Whisperer, he senses. He says, okay, slow down. Yeah, okay, stop. Let's get out. They're here. As he was sensing this idea that the whales were present there in the water close so we could swim over and see them, I was getting this nudge, this feeling, this guidance to do some channeling. And as I was getting clear and connecting to realize, yeah, this is the whale consciousness that wants to share a message through me channeling to those here on the boat. Whale Whisperer friend, he'd gotten in the water and he was swimming off. He didn't see him. He comes back, and when he gets back on the boat, I've already started channeling this humpback whale consciousness here on Maui. And that's what this next video is about. It's the whales that I channeled through. That was completely a surprise to me. So anyways, hey, enjoy. Talk to you later. You kind of, in a sense, think of them like whales and dolphins, in a sense, flowing through, swimming through the streams of your biology, swimming through your physical heart, swimming through the veins, carrying blood, carrying oxygen to the extremities of your biology. In that is the consciousness of the whales, the consciousness they hold, the oneness. This makes it easier for you to not get completely lost, to not completely forget who you are. It is, in a sense, a little bit like if you were to go into a forest, a little bit like leaving popcorn along the way, as a guide back through this forest, so you can once again come back out of the forest of exploring limitation and darkness, in a sense. The fluids the whales live in, you embody them in your biology on a microcosmic way, in this sense. So, it is a joy to share this idea. In a way, the overall summary, perhaps bring home, if you want, from this message is there is consciousness of the whales within the fluids of your body. That consciousness is the oneness that they know they are. That you can feel more the oneness that you are with all life in this way. Not ever to fully get lost. Not ever to be forgotten. In that sense, lights will never go out on Earth. Human exploration, because because you will always have the earth oneness that is embodied through the whales carrying of the oneness that is connected to the oneness of your galaxy, the oneness of your solar system, the oneness of your universe that they are very in tune with. They are very, as a collective, whales connected to the galactic center, the oneness center, the universal center, the heart center. And you swim with them every night within your biology. Every single whale upon the planet has a stream of consciousness within every human being. Some of you are more open to this, more aware of this, and thus then more of you are in tune with where whales are when you come out on the surface of the oceans, more able to tap into them. Various reasons why some of you are more in tune and some of you are not as in tune, but you all have the capacity to become more in tune with the whale consciousness within you that connects to the whales out here in their individual physical embodiment as the large beings that you see them as. So there is always a connection you have with the whales, wherever you are, in the deserts, on the sea, in space, guiding you, honing you, intuning you, attuning you, remaining to the oneness of your heart nature, your awareness that the one is the all is the one. The awareness that you are the one that is the all that is the one. Expressing and experience yourself in the ways you choose to. What you put out is what you get back in each and every moment in that way. Attracting therein the experiences you have in each moment. So, thank you for letting me bring through some of the sharing, the whales always within you. Always in the consciousness of your biology, swimming within the fluids in that sense of your physicality. Never leaving you from birth to death. Always, always, always in your physical embodiment. So thank you. Much joy.